The Civil Resolution Tribunal is Canada's first online tribunal. It's part of the public justice system, so it's like a court, and it's based on the idea that we want to provide affordable, inexpensive, convenient access to the public justice system for everyday people to resolve their legal disputes. The first thing we want to do is give people free legal information so they know their rights and they know what they can do to solve their problem. And so take the example of somebody with a neighbor dispute. We're all at home a lot more these days. So say you've already tried to talk to your neighbor and you're getting nowhere and the problem is continuing and you can't sleep and you can't work and you can't study. You could go to the Civil Resolution Tribunal website and use what we call the Solution Explorer. Basically, the system just asks you questions about your problem and then uses your answers to give you really simple, clear legal information about what your rights are and what you can do about it. And then if you can't resolve your dispute on your own, then you can apply for dispute resolution also from your phone. Once you've applied for dispute resolution, we take care of serving your neighbor, so you don't have to do that part. And when your neighbor comes back into the process, we connect the two of you so you can negotiate through basically a chat forum. And if that works, that's great. We can turn your agreement into a court order. If it doesn't work, then one of our mediators can come into the process and help you by going back and forth and encouraging you to talk and helping you reach an agreement. And again, that can be turned into a court order. If everything else fails, then you can upload your evidence and your submissions, your arguments, and one of our tribunal members, who's kind of like a judge, makes a binding decision and will email that decision in court order to you. And then you can enforce that court order. One of the things that almost never works is if your pilot project has an advisory board that's all lawyers and judges and court administrators. I see this a lot where those kinds of advisory boards will say, well, we'll develop a prototype and then we'll just scale it down or up to meet the needs of people with access to justice barriers, and it'll be fine. But of course, that's how our current system was developed. And so what you're going to end up with is basically our current system.